Chapter 5, An Excess of Phlegm. Mrs. Weasley takes Harry in and gives him some food right away and kind of just checks in on him, asks how he's doing. On the way out, Harry runs into Tonks, who does not look happy at all. She looks kind of depressed, obviously, because of Sirius. And then she goes off and she looks sad. She thanks Mrs. Weasley for the talk, so it looks like they were talking, and they didn't expect Harry for a couple more hours. So Dumbledore doesn't go in, but he says hello, and Tonks leaves, Dumbledore leaves, Harry gets him breakfast, and, well, not breakfast, I guess dinner, and then asks if basically lets Harry know that Mr. Weasley has been promoted again, and he is still at work at the moment, but he does come in later during that talk while Harry is eating, and Harry gets to see that they have like a password system going on with the Weasleys just to ensure that everybody is safe and there's no deception going on. So Mr. Weasley says hi, Harry goes upstairs, goes to sleep, and then he is woken up by Harry and Hermione basically saying, "Oh, we didn't know you were coming yet. Why didn't you tell us you were here?" And they catch up a little bit, and Hermione keeps glancing at Harry just a little bit. It looks like they're expecting him to tell them something. And as they're talking, they kind of just talk about what's happened. Ron's like, "Oh, you've been with Dumbledore for a little bit. Anything special happened?" He's like, "No, we just, got the new Defense Against Dark Arts teacher, and that was pretty much it." And then he does let them know, "Oh yeah, Dumbledore's gonna be giving you private lessons, and also he did say the owls are going to be coming in as well, possibly today, or that day that was in the book." And they let Harry know that Ginny and Hermione seemed also pretty annoyed. Ginny did come into the room as well when they were talking, and Harry was in Fred and George's room, so it seems like looking around the room, there was a bunch of experiments going on with their business, and their business is actually doing pretty well, according to Ron, and they're making a lot of money at the moment. So they let Harry know that Fleur, if you don't remember Fleur from Goblet of Fire, the one from Bordeaux, and she is engaged to Bill, who's Ron's older brother. And Harry doesn't see this as a bad thing, but it seems like all the women in the house are pretty annoyed that she is there. Ginny, Hermione, and Mrs. Weasley as well all don't seem to like her, but obviously the guys have no problem with it because she's very pretty. And once she goes away, she basically lets Harry know that she has a part-time job at Gringotts and that she will eventually be staying at the house longer, but she's just house temporarily. So then Harry also lets them know about the prophecy, because Dumbledore did tell him to tell them, and they talk about that possibility because they assumed that would be the possibility that he and Voldemort would be having to be the ones to battle at the end. And Harry just finds it very endearing that they are there having this conversation with him and not like shying away from him. So he finds it very endearing, and he loves that they're there with him at this moment. And they do get their owl results later when they go down to breakfast. And Harry did better than he thought he would. He did not pass. Obviously, he failed divination and history of magic, but he did good on every other class, and he got even an O, an outstanding, on Defense Against Dark Arts. Hermione did well, but not to her standards well, but she got outstanding on everything except for one class, and then Ron did pretty good as well. So they're pretty happy with the results and getting ready to go back to Hogwarts.